Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Renee Summerhour. Let's get right to your top stories this morning, brought to you by Nevada Hand's Silver Sky Assistant Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. Dozens of men on death row were found guilty of first-degree murder in cases with at least one, quote, aggravated circumstance. But some of them have been there for decades. Review-Journal's Jen Ah explains the delay. Jen?
Well, Renee, Nevada hasn't executed anyone since 2006. Experts say the delay is due to many reasons. One of them being new evidence continuing to pop up or prosecutorial misconduct. Our state's death row reportedly houses 64 men, with a quarter of them having lived there for more than 30 years. According to the Nevada Coalition Against the Death Penalty, more than 50% of death sentences end up getting reversed.
Those in favor of death row and those who want to abolish it agree that capital punishment in Nevada is flawed. They disagree, of course, on whether executions should continue.
Lawmakers contemplated abolishing the death penalty back in May. However, Governor Sisolak says he believes there are severe situations that warrant it. Renee?
In other news today, former Nevada Attorney General and U.S. Senate candidate Adam Laxalt wrapped up the southern swing of his statewide tour. The Republican candidate is running for Democratic Senator Catherine Cortez Masto's seat in the Senate in the 2022 election. During the weekend presser, he slammed Cortez Masto for backing policies that he says hurts the economy.
We need someone that's ready to stand for Nevadans today and not continue to stand for Washington. I am ready to stand with our workers. I'm ready to stand with our middle class. I'm ready to stand with our small businesses.
And a man is in custody after a stabbing and barricade near downtown Las Vegas on Sunday. Over at the Boulevard Inn, police found a woman suffering from stab wounds to her face. Initially, the suspect had refused to exit one of the rooms, but eventually he was arrested without incident. The woman is expected to survive. In your health news, sponsored by Forum Dental Love Your Smile, again, public health officials and Governor Steve Sisolak are starting to feel optimistic. Could the worst of COVID be behind us? COVID metrics in Nevada and in much of the country have been improving since mid-August. That's after a Delta variant surge in the summer. One expert says that unless the new variant that is resistant to the current vaccines comes up, he believes, quote, we will be coming to an end, or at least the beginning of the end of the pandemic phase.
Now to your sports update, sponsored by Station Casinos STN Sports. Download the app and get a bonus up to $500 when you sign up. Back-to-back losses for the Silver and Black. The Raiders now 3-2 on the season after falling 20-9 to the Bears. But more importantly, Sunday was the first time Raiders head coach John Gruden addressed the media since his controversial emails were revealed.
All I can say is I'm not a racist. I can't tell you how sick I am. I apologize again to D. Smith, but I feel good about who I am and what I've done my entire life. And I apologize for the insensitive remarks. I had no racial intentions with those remarks at all.
Sports betting, sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. Bettors beat Las Vegas sportsbooks for the first time this NFL season as more favorites than underdogs covered in Week 5. That's usually a sign that it was a losing week for the books, and it was, as bettors cashed in on the Cowboys, Cardinals, Titans, Packers, and Buccaneers. Dallas remained the NFL's only 5-0 team against the spread, beating the Giants 44-20 as 7-point favorites. The Bears' 20-9 upset of the Raiders as 5.5-point underdogs was the best game for the books.
Now it's time to take a look at your local weather forecast, sponsored by 1 Hour Air. No matter the season, no matter the reason, 1 Hour Air is here for you. Starting off your holiday work week with a high wind warning, we could see gusts of up to 47 miles per hour in parts of the valley, according to weather reports. Highs only topping 77 degrees today. Also a 30% chance of rain tonight. For the rest of the week, winds sticking around until Wednesday. Also a cold front moving in Tuesday, but should be clear and sunny from that point on. This week's highs in the low 70s. In your business news, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability, the Global Gaming Expo has wrapped up at the Venetian Expo. The dazzling slot machines might have been a very big hit, but of course there was much more. There was new cashless payment technology, interactive maps, and more. Much of the new technology involved merging features into a single device and advancing cashless gaming. The Review Journal is owned by the family of Dr. Miriam Adelson, the majority shareholder of Las Vegas Sands Corp., which operates the Venetian Expo. Meanwhile, Southwest Airlines canceled hundreds of flights over the weekend, including dozens in Las Vegas. The website FlightAware said more than 1,000 of the airline's flights had been canceled across the nation as of Sunday afternoon. A spokesperson from McCarran International Airport said 47 Southwest flights had been canceled as of Sunday evening. The airline said in a statement that it had experienced weather issues at its Florida airport, which was compounded by the air traffic control problems in the same region. In your lifestyle news, volunteers serving on projects throughout Las Vegas on Friday passed out meals, wrote words of encouragement, and helped students prepare for college and more during the United Way of Southern Nevada's Day of Caring. The 6th annual event kicked off with music, breakfast, guest speakers, and more at Town Square. The event encourages individuals, corporate volunteer groups, and others to help nonprofits with various projects. The day brought in 550 volunteers. UWSN CEO Julian High says the intention of the day was to highlight all that can be done through volunteerism.
The future depends on what you do today. What an apt thought for what we're doing here today. My amazing team has told me the incredible stories that has made this day so special for all of us.
Projects were both in person and virtual, including weeding and gardening, mural painting, warehouse organizing, and mentoring students. In your entertainment news, sponsored by DiscoverYourNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada, we take a look back to the 90s, to the center of alternative culture here in Las Vegas. Maryland Parkway used to be home to poets, artists, and all of its music shops, cafes, and entertainment. It's now the focus of a local filmmaker's new documentary.
I was just a scrappy little teenager making zines and playing in bands and writing bad poetry with everyone else who was doing the same stuff, and the place that we hung out to kind of collaborate and to meet and just to, be kind of in the moment was Maryland Parkway.
Thank you for watching 7 at 7 a.m. I'm Renee Summerhour. If you have an Amazon Fire TV, search Review Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. And if you're watching 7 at 7 on YouTube, don't forget to give us a like and hit that subscribe button down below. We'll see you back here later today for 7 at 7 p.m. from the Las Vegas Review Journal. Have a great day.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.